Bruh, I swear, oh God, nigga, Connie's son. Look, hey, bruh, when the award show come out, Connie's son is most definitely the back chat artist of the motherfucking year. Connie's son is by far, hands down, is the back chat reigning champ when it comes to fucking back chat music. I love Connie's son. Connie's son is he is the next wave, bro. Connie's son is the next wave. Like, if you ain't on Connie's son right now, you a buster ass nigga and you ain't on the movement, bro. Like Connie's son, hey dude, listen. I don't D-ride. I don't really like other niggas like that, for real. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm the coldest nigga when it comes to rapping, when it comes to writing bars. And Connie's son, I respect the shit out of Connie's son. And this is coming from lyrical arsenals. Bars on bars, you feel me? I'm lyrical miracle all day, bro. But I'm sorry, bro. Connie's son got that time memorial. He got that time memorial shit, nigga. Like he got that grime gritty is fucking just. It sounds so authentic. Like he could be lying. He could be lying. The nigga could be lying. I don't know, but he delivers it so well that you know what? I don't care if it's real or fake. I feel what he's saying, bro. Like I ain't heard not one song from Connie's son that's been whack. I ain't heard not one bar. Like how you make man? We need to find him, man. How you make every bar platinum? Like
he might be tuning in. He subscribed, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Like Connie's son, cause like this is coming from another lyrical miracle artist, a lyrical artist myself, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, I tip my hat out to you, man. When I see greatness, man, nigga, I don't know why the hell you ain't already up there, bro. Like your music is an inspiration, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, cause like, and I'm never inspired by. The only other nigga that ever inspired me when it comes to music is Kambada. So for you to get up in that category with Kambada to me is just amazing. Like you the man. Like you the man, cause like you made it to my playlist, and I don't have nobody on my playlist but me. It's just me and Naga and the bar and Backchat music, and Connie's son has muscled his way into my playlist. It's POLI-TRICKS time, yo.
Let's get it.
It's POLI-TRICKS time. We finna look and see what the devil is doing. Because the devil is up to a lot of stuff. There's a lot of devilment going on, man. And like I said before, we ain't got a dog in the fight. The black man ain't got a dog in the fight because all we can do is sit back, watch, and place bets.
Let's get into this Minnesota.
Hey, let's see what's going on in the world, man. What we got up first?
Minnesota leaders clash with feds after ICE shooting. Let me turn this music down, son. Throwing me off right now. Shout out Connie's son.
Hey, Connie's son, bruh. Hey, man, get Connie's son. Hold on. Get Connie's son a bomb, a clap, or some shoots.
The incident unfolded in seconds. A maroon SUV approached by a federal law enforcement vehicle. Agents telling the female driver to get out of her car. Pulling on the door handle, the SUV reverses, then moves forward. Shots are fired, and the vehicle barrels into parked cars across the street.
Did it freeze for you? It froze.
Shocked bystanders rushed to the car to try and provide aid.
Let me go back.
Unfolded in seconds. A maroon SUV.
Hold on. I'm letting it play.
I already got a problem. It just when it freezing,
pulling on the door handle, the SUV reverses, then moves forward.
I didn't even see the whole thing.
Hold on 1 second.
Shots are fired.
So it's not my computer, it's the video that freezes.
Across the street. Shocked bystanders rushed to the car to try and provide aid. The driver, who Minnesota officials identified as a 37-year-old woman, was killed.
Hold on, let's let the clip play and then comment on it.
A Minnesota senator said she was a U.S. citizen. At an event along the Texas border, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem said the ICE agent acted in necessary self-defense.
It was an act of domestic terrorism. A woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him.
The president also weighed in from social media. It is a horrible thing to watch, Trump said. The woman screaming was obviously a professional agitator, and the woman driving the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting, who then violently, willfully...
Nigga, what the fuck? Like what we just saw, right? So they're basically saying that the woman is using the car as a lethal weapon. She's trying to run the officer over. If you watch the clip, the officer is to the left of the fucking car. When you look at the tires on the car, they're not fake. They're not orientated towards the officer. They're actually orientated to the right, trying to get away. So for them to say that she's using the car for a weapon when the weapon is not trained at the officer, she didn't tell the officer decided to put himself in front of the car. That's what he did, right? When she tried to pull off, instead of him moving out the way and allowing her to pull off, he unholstered his weapon and he discharged the weapon into her car. And now they're trying to say that this woman, right, was using her car as a lethal weapon to kill this ICE agent. And that is not what I just saw. And it clipped. It clipped, and that's not what I saw. So, and we didn't even get a whole full view of that. And I'm telling you right now, no. Like, do you see how close he was to the car? If she was trying to run him over, he would be dead. He would be ran over. We wouldn't be talking about she was trying to. You want to, man? Play the clip again, man. Play the clip. Play the clip. That's wild crazy, bro. And y'all just
it's not crazy. That's normal. That's absolutely normal. That's exactly what it will shoot you while you're running away.
Pause it again, cuz. Pause again.
Like, I'm not getting too excited about it because this is normal. That's what I honestly expect.
I'm on this Crown Royal salted caramel Crown Royal. So yeah, I'm a little passionate right now, but this is my thing, though, bro.
Let me let this play real quick.
Yeah. Let's go.
Over the ICE officer. No officer appeared to be run over, but some who saw the video from a different angle, including the president, argued the ICE officer's life was in danger from the vehicle.
How?
A witness who saw the shooting unfold said he saw it differently.
My interpretation at the time and still is that the person was trying to get away, and there was definitely space to drive forward without hitting anybody. I did not think that, at the time, I did not even think there was a risk of her hitting anybody.
They're sowing chaos on our streets, and in this case, quite literally killing people.
Minneapolis's Democratic Mayor Jacob Fry shared that doubt.
They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bull.
Today's shooting comes as Minnesota faces a massive immigration crackdown with plans to deploy some 2,000 agents and officers.
This goes back to my debate with Pam, right? And I hate to rehash, right? This goes back to my debate with Pam. This is on video. This is surveyed. We see this, right? And here it is. The code of immunity is the code of impunity is going into play, right? Here it is. They're saying that this was a self-defense mechanism for the officer. He was in fear of his life, so he had to pull his fucking unholster his weapon, discharge his weapon into a soccer mom, into a 37-year-old white woman who probably ain't never had a crime in her life. And you're trying to say that this woman is some aggressive protester, right? That's what you like. Y'all,
let's get into it. I want to see what they got to say about it.
Man, that's wild, crazy, bro.
I haven't heard anything about this yet, so I'm trying to actually see. Yeah, I want to see what's going on real quick, so I can comment
DHS
now.
called it, quote, the largest immigration operation ever, and it is tied in part to allegations of fraud involving Somali residents. Minnesota has the biggest Somali American population in the country. Mayor Fry had these words for the growing immigration enforcement presence in the city.
And I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis.
Shame, shame, shame. Hundreds gathered at the scene, and angry protesters heckled agents. The residential neighborhood where the shooting occurred, just a mile or so from where George Floyd was killed by police in 2020. Minneapolis has long been a target of President Trump since that time during his first term, when riots and protests broke out in the city after Floyd's murder.
Because they just be saying anything. Minnesota has long been a target of Trump. Yeah, he hates Minnesota too, right? Let them tell it. He hates Minnesota. He's targeting us.
Yeah, but wasn't that George Floyd, though? Wasn't that George Floyd in Minnesota?
Yeah.
And it's around the same time? Like, bruh.
Around the corner.
The whole world is a fucking stage. The whole world is watching, yo. It's around the same time.
He's targeting America because that's the company, corporation.
Bro, and this is why I keep trying to tell people, bro. Like, these entities feed off of fear. Yeah. They feed off of fear, bro, and we giving them exactly what they want. When you watch this shit, you get angry, you get negative feelings. The demonic vampiric presence that's over us feeds off of that shit, and we just feeding off into it. But we gonna bring light to this situation because this is fucked up. And don't get me wrong, I don't have no sympathy towards it because of skin color, nothing in that line. Because I feel all life is precious, right? And I don't really care about whether if it's white or red or yellow, green, polka dot, pink. It doesn't matter, right? Life is life. That's somebody's mom. That's somebody's daughter. That's somebody loved this woman, bro. And y'all just took her out the game for what? For what? Like for what exactly? She's not even an immigrant.
Yeah, let me see what else they got to say about her because I don't know too much. I still don't know what's really going on. She backed up. They shot her. What was she doing there? Who is she? What was her role? And was if she had any? And what was
she's
going
a passionate American who don't want to see her country slip off into barbarism. That's what it is. That's all it is. All these people are just protesting. Because
I mean, I don't know that. Let me see how did you figure that out? How did you figure that out?
I mean, bro. I mean, dude, look at her. She's a typical white woman. Like this is not. She lives in Minnesota.
Yeah, let me see what's going on.
Minnesota's Governor Tim Walz said this was a pattern from the Trump administration.
Do not take the bait. Do not allow.
This is a pattern. Whatever.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like the George Floyd, you got the midterm shit coming up, the elections and shit coming up. The Democrats have an opportunity to take the seats, which puts Trump in a position where he can be impeached, right?
Well, no, what I'm talking about when they say this is a pattern by him is they keep putting blame in places it doesn't go, so that way we attack. Their design target. And
that's what I'm saying. The target is Trump. The target is Trump. ICE is Trump. You understand what I'm saying? So they want to keep the pressure up on Trump is doing a bad job. Trump is doing all of this shit, making all this stuff happen. So ICE is just an scapegoat. So they'll create all type of situations where ICE is looked upon as bad because it's looked upon as a Trump creation. This is a Trump device, and it just goes along with the other shit he's doing with like kidnapping. Yeah.
He's mobilizing them. They'll say he's mobilizing them.
I mean, yeah. Is he mobilizing, or is they just doing the job that's put in front of them because of the executive orders? Like, I mean, like we can call that mobilization, but there's a real immigration problem in the United States. So I mean, whatever.
Let's see what Tampon Tim's talking about.
Allow them to deploy federal troops into here. Do not allow them to invoke the Insurrection Act. Do not allow them to declare martial law. Do not allow them to lie about the security and the decency of this state.
Now, I gotta admit, like that's a thing because they doing the same thing in St. Louis to Chicago. They dropping down federal troops. They dropping down National Guard, saying like the place is out of control and all of this type of stuff. And all that stuff is just to create a situation where it's like civil unrest. Because for the most part, a person he could just declare, martial law and suspend voting and suspend things like that. So I don't know, like it could be a trick from the Republicans, it could be a trick from the Democrats, it could be a mixture of both, playing both sides. You see what I'm saying? Because y'all got to remember, the Democrats and the Republicans is one bird. You got the left wing and the right wing, but it's one bird. And best believe where one wing goes, the other wing goes too. So understand that we all getting played by both sides. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have a dog in the fight. We really don't. So all we can do is sit back, watch, and place bets. They just killed this white woman. Had that been a black woman, I guarantee you we would never heard about it. We wouldn't be hearing about it.
I ain't gonna say that either. They would have used that. They would have used that to create emotional.
Not right now with the political tension that's going on right now.
Too. Yeah,
I don't think they would have used it.
Let me read this word.
ICE agent shoots a woman in the face and kills her. That is the headline coming into the Don Lemon Show newsroom out of Minnesota. According to officials in Minnesota, And a federal agent believed to be an ICE agent has shot a female protester in her car while she was trying to turn around. Again, these are initial reports. The city of Minnesota is asking people to avoid the area where they were shot. The governor, Tim Walz, is asking for calm, and the mayor of Minneapolis is asking or demanding that ICE agents leave and saying they stand rock solid with their immigrant community. So again, this is the breaking news. It is just coming in, but according to reports, an ICE agent has shot a woman in the face.
Okay, he ain't
fatally.
Nothing new. See what this guy's talking about. 12-second clip. Okay, full video.
Hey,
ICE
you
agent
never
shoots a
know.
woman
It
in the
might be
face.
some jewels. It might be some jewels in them
ICE
clips,
agent
man.
shoots a woman.
See what they talking about. That's part of the ancestors' creed. We do not turn from truth, no matter where it comes from.
No, there was nothing to be. There, nobody was saying nothing in that video.
Oh, okay.
Let me see.
And we saw cops, and he was like, I think they're ICE agents. And
yeah, because so 32nd and Portland was like basically all blocked off with cop cars, and you know, I saw that it was not just like MPD but ICE, and yeah,
we saw an ambulance leave. We're assuming that like right as we went in and came back out, and a bunch of people were joining, you know, blowing whistles and accosting them, and we could hear the whistles all through the neighborhood. So we went and we stood there for a while. Then we realized that it seemed like things were happening down here, and we didn't know what exactly had happened. So once we started moving, we went down 2 blocks, and that's where the closest you could get from this side to.
Okay. I'm trying to hear some official reports.
Shame!
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 Shame! Shame!
Oh, you live?
Shame!
Shame!
Shame, bitch!
Hold on, language.
Oh, my bad. Bro, it's a shame.
Yeah, it
Shame!
is.
Shame.
Shame!
And like they all walking around with masked up so you can't see their face, so you don't know who your enemy is. So you don't know who your victimizer is. I mean, imagine dying, right? And the last person you see is a masked man. You can't even hunt this punk for the rest of eternity because you don't even know his face.
You can see the vehicle there. That's law enforcement pulling up in the pickup.
And it is the Honda Pilot that we should be focused on here. It's about a purplish, reddish color here. So let's take a look.
Agent walking up. And then there's another agent. I don't know if you can see that one right there.
Yeah, three agents involved. One was kind of closer to the front of the vehicle. The other kind of pulled on that driver's side door handle.
Yeah.
There
So again, there's no audio here. We don't know what's being said. We don't know really anything else about this woman, other than we know that she was not the target of the initial investigation. That was confirmed by the police chief. But there are some other angles of this as well that are being looked at. So that's kind of one pass of the video. And again, right. Okay, thanks for letting us know. Sorry. So there is some audio to this, and if you go online, you can see. So now you can see the vehicle is crashed. Yep. And according to law enforcement here in the Twin Cities, that woman was shot, and then the vehicle drove into the snow there, as you can see. So this is kind of the aftermath right now. This video is turned the other way. We want to just show you what's happening. We didn't have a lot on the front end of this, and every time we show video, we kind of like to show prior the incident and then as much after. But this is what we have. So we want to. You can see the vehicle there. That's law enforcement pulling up in the pickup.
And it is the Honda Pilot that we should be focused on here. It's about a purplish, reddish color here. So let's take a look.
Agent walking up. And then there's another agent. I don't know if you can see that one right there.
Yeah, three agents.
Where did he come from? My bro, play it again. Like it's like he just appeared out of nowhere.
No, he was there. He came from the other side.
Bro, I'm saying for him to be where he is, right? Go back to the video. I want y'all to see something because this could easily be fucking AI and staged.
No, the dead body not staged.
Bro, everybody there can be actors, man. Like all of them could be actors, cause like I just can't believe shit these days, man. It's too much going on. That dude appeared out of nowhere. He appeared behind dude. You didn't see him come from the left or the right. You didn't see him cross. You didn't see him cross that threshold in between the grill of the truck. You never saw him. Where he come from?
He was there. The car was blocking it, but that's the person who was doing the shooting. He was the one standing in front.
Bro,
it wasn't the guy who opened the door that shot.
He just appeared, cuz he just fucking appeared.
Bro, that was the dude who was doing the shooting because he was in the front. That's the person who they were saying was in front, and she tried to run over.
Okay, so I'm saying the dude who shot her didn't hop out of that truck.
Yeah, that's why
he didn't hop out of the truck.
Noticed that the ambulances were around, and then I saw behind the snowbank that they were doing CPR on a woman right behind here. I couldn't see the woman. I didn't see her get shot, but that's what my spouse said to the signal chat that were on that they said happened. And they did CPR for a good minute. And then the ambulances came and the stretchers, and they brought her out of the stretcher. She was not patient. And they put her into the ambulance and they drove off without sirens. They didn't bring her to the emergency. They drove off quiet. Noticed that the ambulance.
Right, she was dead. She was dead on arrival. Okay, so you see dude right there.
There's the other guy in front. There's him pulling his gun.
You see him pulling his gun. You can see the tire. The tire's not orientated towards him. Yes, she's turning. She's turning.
He's right there.
You see her turn. She's in a turn. She's in the right turn. Look at her correct the tire. And she was.
I don't got to lie for her. He's standing right there.
No. I'm not. I agree that
I'm not lying for her. She was about to hit this.
No, I'm saying I agree that I can see him right here in this angle. I can see him right. But I'm saying right here, you could when she's backing up, and when she turns this wheel, if she was trying to hit him, she wouldn't have kept turning the wheel to the right. She would have kept the wheel straight. Look, watch the wheel turn. If she was trying to hit him, right? She would have kept it straight. She wouldn't have kept turning right. So she's not trying to hit him. She's trying to get away.
Yeah, she's trying to get away, but he's in the way. So that's why he did that. It's not like he's not in the way, man. Why are you acting like he's not in front of the car, bro?
I'm not. It's not that he's not in front of the car. He's
okay. That's all it got to be, bro.
Yeah, she's trying to get away.
It's not a tow motor. It can't turn on the axis like that. He got to go through him to get. Not to say he's right for shooting her, but I'm just saying let's not act like he's not there. And
saying the claim is she's trying to use the car as a weapon. That's the charge on her. Trying to use the car as a weapon to kill him.
That's what they're gonna say when you try to run through an officer who's standing in front of it. We got
Jay trying to run through him.
Jay's device is not connected. They will need to connect their cam and microphone before I can add them to the stream. Can't add you to the stream, Jay, until you connect your devices.
That's wow.
Yeah, he's right in front of the car, man.
Yeah, who told you to get in front of the car? Idiot.
He got in front of it when she was backing up. Then she starts coming forward. See, that's what's going on. Yeah, she's backing up, so he's following her as she's backing up. Like, okay, now you see she's backing up. Now she starts to come forward, and that's when he pulls his gun. Like, bitch, what? Yeah, like, no, the fuck you don't. No, the fuck you don't. I'm right here.
Yeah, but that's normal driving. If I back the fuck up, I'm trying to pull the fuck off. If I was trying to kick, I wouldn't have backed up.
Yeah,
I would have just went forward.
Too, all of that too.
Why she just didn't run his ass over instead of backing up?
Because she was turned. What's the word? Perpendicular. She was perpendicular to the way the street runs. She was facing the house.
I'm saying as soon as her wheel turned to his orientation, at that point right there, she could have hit the gas and flattened his ass. Instead, she kept turning the wheel. She kept turning the wheel to get away.
All right, I don't want to argue to debate the position of where he was. He was in front of the car.
We ain't got a dog in the fight.
When she was reversing, when she was reversing, he's following her in front of the car where the grill of the car is. So when she starts to put it in drive, my first thought would be, "Bitch, you about to run me over?" I don't know. Not to say he's still because he's only one step out the way. So at the end of the day, all you gotta do is take a step to the side. He ain't have to kill the woman.
He's obstructing the fucking path. Like, you're in the way, nigga. You're in the middle of the street. You're blocking her. She's not under arrest. She's not. You just don't like what the fuck she doing. She's not under arrest. She ain't broke no laws.
Yeah, let's say that then. Let's say that. That's a better argument. You see what I'm saying? These are the things that we could be using. And these are solid arguments. So when you come with the solid arguments, I like that. We want to weed out the bad ones, keep the solid ones, so that way can't nobody say shit when you say your shit. Ain't nothing to say about that. You're absolutely right. She wasn't even under arrest, so what the fuck does it matter? Get out the way, nigga.
Can they even arrest her? Can they even arrest her?
I really don't know the details, so I'm just bandwagoning that. But if that's the case, that's it sounds good.
Can ICE agents arrest protesters, especially ones who haven't did anything yet? They ain't done nothing. How are you arresting them? How are they under arrest? Why are they under arrest?
We know there's different reasons and ways that they're going to arrest you. They'll arrest you for trespass, and they're going to come up with something. There's some code or ordinance you're violating. Did the people get a permit? And y'all aren't allowed to gather here. Like, it's just always a bunch of stuff.
Huh? You're not allowed to gather. You got a freedom of assembly.
Man, that don't work in city ordinance. If you have a certain number of people gathering, you have to get a permit, and there has to be a police presence.
No, that is not the law. The law is you got the right to assembly and peaceful protesting. Nobody's rioting, nobody's shooting, no one's hurting anybody. That's a peaceful protest. That is protected by the Constitution.
Okay, well, you're just going to have to sue them after they arrest you for that. But they're going to arrest you for violate. And we already know that. And we already know that they have the city ordinances don't run parallel with the constitutional laws. So we see that when we go challenge jurisdiction and stuff like that.
It's gonna be a crazy case because it's snowing and it's snow all over the place. So, traffic is already impeded a little bit. Just with that going on, it's a protest going on. So you got people in the streets. It's a lot of things going on, and then you got aggressive. I don't even want to call them law enforcement, but you got policy enforcers. You got these policy enforcers, the aggressive policy enforcers, who obviously don't care about American life. Mm-hmm. They only care about whatever their quota is, right? Mm-hmm. Because they just shot this white woman who obviously isn't an immigrant, who's not a Mexican or a Hispanic or anything like that. She's not Haitian or nothing like that. And y'all whacked her because y'all didn't like what she was doing. She's protesting against your presence there. You don't like that. That's why you whacked her. That's why you killed her and used an excuse as if she's trying to commit a vehicular homicide with her car. And we can all see that she's orientating the wheel of her car to get away from your psychotic ass.
I don't know about all that, but yeah, let's see what's going on in Salt Lake City, man. She might have been trying. Was there enough room for her?
Guys, we have some more breaking news.
It didn't even really look like it. She's got.
All right, guys, we have some more.
She went in no compact car. Where was she going?
Away from their ass.
All right, guys, we have some more breaking news coming out of Salt Lake City, Utah, regarding that active shooter situation. Here's what's going on. We know that it happened at the.
Let me give you guys the update.
All right, guys, we have some more breaking news.
Update us, bro. Update us.
Yeah, Tuesday, 10:08 p.m. There was a mass shooting in Salt Lake City. So let's get into it.
News coming out of Salt Lake City, Utah, regarding that active shooter situation. Here's what's going on. We know that it happened at the meeting.
Yeah, so this is only like 3 hours ago. It's about
this happened
about 3-4 hours ago.
House for the LDS church. It was during a funeral. Gunfire erupted around 8 o'clock p.m. We know that confirmed there are at least 2 people dead and 3 people injured. However, people local to the area are saying that that number is going to be at least 8 people dead and unknown amount injured. But that's not confirmed at this point right now. What's confirmed is 2 dead, 3 injured. Regarding the shooter or shooters, they remain at large at this moment in time. No description has been given about any suspect or suspects, no motive, nothing that we know of at this point in time, other than the fact that it was at a funeral and that this is a mass casualty event.
And that's crazy because, yeah, I'm looking at the comments. It says 7 days in. It's been a rough year already. Man.
And that's why I said, man, it's 2026 is a year of reciprocity. You are reaping what you sow in the year of 2026. Hey, keep your head down.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that.
Keep your head down because it's coming. Whatever you did is popping up.
Oh, okay.
Whatever you thought you got away with is popping up. This is the year of karma, so it's coming.
Now, this is what we have at the moment. I expect that there's going to be more information out probably shortly, and I want to remind everybody that at the beginning of things like this, the situation is very fluid. The information is very fluid. Things change a lot, so don't hold anything until the dust settles. But this is what we have right now coming out of official reports out of Salt Lake City regarding this church shooting. As always, make sure to hit that follow button so you stay up to date with accurate information.
So you got mass shootings. We got ICE killing people. We just got death. People who's killed in Venezuela, nigga, extracting the president, right?
All right, guys, we have some more breaking news coming out of Salt Lake City.
It's a lot of negativity, bro. You know what I'm saying? And
breaking news out of Salt Lake City, Utah, where 8 people have been shot, 2 are dead after a shooting during a funeral at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Salt Lake City, Utah. There is a massive police presence, and as you know, Utah has a lot of Mormons, so this is clearly a Mormon church. But again, this is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Salt Lake City, Utah, where they were having a funeral, and 8 people have been shot, 2 people at least are dead. This comes just like 8 or 9 hours after a ICE officer shot an unarmed woman in Minneapolis, obviously not related, but again, this is a massive police presence in Utah and Salt Lake City, which is typically not seen as kind of violence. This is clearly a mass shooting, and it is possibly not even the first one of the year. I think there were already a couple. I'll keep you guys updated if anything changes, but this is all we know for now. Breaking news.
Oh, so let's point that we just want to point this out.
Breaking news out of Salt Lake City, Utah, where
we just want to point this out, and we're not being biased. This is white on white crime we're talking about. White on white crime. We're talking about mass shootings and terrorism. This is white on white crime. This is not hood violence. This is not a brother beefing with another brother, and he got to get a little get back. This ain't what this is. This is unbridled violence for absolutely nothing except for violence. This is the devil. This is the real devil, right? Mass shootings at a church for what? For what?
Very large police presence after at least 1 person shot at Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints Chapel on Redwood Road, Salt Lake City, Utah. We know now that that's confirmed 8 people shot.
And again,
somebody says it was my uncle's funeral. My 3 sisters are there with their kids. Thank God they're safe.
And again, this is not a shot to you idol worshipers.
This is breaking news, and it's
but yeah, again, here you go, another religious zealot, religious field, people dying for Jesus and all this other crazy shit. Like, bro, when is this stuff gonna stop? When are we gonna stop? This is all we saying. Like, I don't agree with Trump. I don't agree with a lot of things he say, but we have to do something about the violence in here. I don't agree with gun control. Right, guns is American culture. That's our culture, right? So I don't believe in the gun control thing. But at the same time, we got to do something about mental illness. This is a mental illness. Something's wrong with white people. I don't know why they like to do the mass killings. Like, what's up with the mass shootings, yo?
There's something wrong with everybody. We're not just gonna say
white man. People. No, bro. Black people don't do mass killings.
Yes, we do. Yes,
we don't, bro. Like we trying to get.
You must not have seen the Chicago news anytime in the last 90 days.
Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. The stuff that happens with black people has cause and effect behind it, right? You owe me money. You with these people, everybody getting it. Hey, you are a Jonah. You're a Jonah around these people. So if you know that you're doing illicit things,
we're all in the same mental asylum.
I'm just saying,
all
man,
in the same mental asylum.
It's not the same. It's not the same motive, man. Like when
I didn't say it was. We're talking about mass shooters. Now you're talking about the motive for why they're doing the shootings. That's a totally different.
Well, I'm saying you don't think intent comes up as something that we need to talk about with these mass shooters or any type of violence. Intent most definitely has.
That's another topic. I'm just saying we murder people in mass too when we have.
No, we don't.
A certain.
No, we don't.
All right. You're right. You got it. Don't care. I guess these people in Chicago are in mass parties and killing.
Black people not in the mass killing. I'm sorry, black people not in the mass killing.
Again, like I say, you must not have seen the Chicago news in the last 90 days.
Yeah, but we talking about Chicago. You talking about Chirac, though. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
So let's drop a bomb for that one, not on that one. So we don't want to drop a bomb.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
That's what they saying Trump want to do, just drop a bomb on Chicago. Let's see what she's talking about.
Very unclear exactly what's going on, but there's a huge police presence at 660 North Redwood Road. Now, when I look at that address, it is an LDS meeting house or stake center. And I'm reading in the comments of this news story on Fox News that it was some kind of a drive-by shooting into a LDS church building where there was perhaps a funeral or something going on. It's really unclear right now. All we know for sure is you can see in that picture above that everything is blocked off, and people in the comments are saying people injured, drive-by shooting. Again, really unclear. You can tune into Fox News is where I found it covered, but definitely something to do with an LDS stake center on Redwood Road and some kind of massive police presence and potentially some kind of a shooting going on right now. This is breaking news, and it's very unclear exactly what's going on. But there's a huge police presence.
Let's talk about POLI-TRICKS, right? So in Nigeria, Trump administration is bombing and killing people who are supposed to be hostile against Christians. Now here we got in our own country where you got domestic terrorists, white men, right? We don't know why they're doing what they're doing. We have absolutely no idea why these white men are killing other white people, right? But for some odd reason, you have these people killing Christians in the United States. So I'm asking, what makes the atrocities in Nigeria so important that you have to bomb Nigeria, but you're not dealing with the domestic terrorism that's killing Christians right here in the United States? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Do you only care about Christians in other countries? So only Christian lives in foreign countries mean something. So the Christian lives that's here in the United States that are getting gunned down by mass shooters who 9 times out of 10 are white Protestant males, right? White Protestant males. And I don't. We can dig off into the white Protestant ideology of the white American manifest destiny ideology, which I keep going back to saying that this is their religion. White supremacy is their religion, and if you don't go along with the white Protestant zeitgeist,
you went all the way left. We talk about Church of Latter-day Saints.
Yeah, I'm gonna go left with it.
Hold on, I'm about to play this video because I'm still trying to get information on the topic. This is breaking news right now.
Let's get it in.
I feel you. That's a dope topic to cover too, though.
So we've got a horrific scene coming out of Salt Lake City, Utah. 8 people were shot, 2 of them killed. This is in the parking lot of Latter-day Saints Church during a funeral on January 7th. Police say it started as a dispute at the gathering and quickly turned deadly. Gunfire broke out just feet from the chapel doors. 3 of 6 wounded are in critical condition. The shooting happened near Redwood Road during an evening service, triggering a massive law enforcement response and road closures throughout the area. As of right now, no arrests have been made. A manhunt is underway, and officials haven't ruled out federal law.
Hold on. Pause it.
Hold on. Let me let it play to the end. It's 30 more seconds. It's 30 more seconds.
Enforcement in this case. Or I should say they haven't ruled out federal involvement in this case. It wasn't necessarily an attack on the church itself. Again, as of right now, it seems like there was some type of dispute that ended up with people shooting. So I'll work to keep you guys updated with what's going on, but that's all I got for now. Just a reminder, I have a free email newsletter I send out every morning around 7 a.m. Central. It's a great place to get information from me, and I cannot be censored there. The link is in my profile, so just go to my profile, click the link, drop your email in, hit subscribe, and you'll be good to go. That's all I got for now.
Go ahead.
So let me get this right. So, gunfight, it was a funeral. Who the fuck funeral is this? Who funeral is this to the fact that y'all showed up to the funeral with guns? You showed up to the funeral with guns. You showed up to a place of mourning. This is a funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Who shows up to the funeral with guns? Who? Why? Would
Probably
you show
somebody
up
who don't want to end up in the casket like that guy.
Bro, look, y'all gotta understand. It's deeper. Look, we learned this from Transformers. It's more than what meets the eye, right? We learned this from Transformers as kids. It's more than what meets the eye, and we learned from G.I. Joe. Knowing is half the battle, right? Knowing is half the battle, and it's more than what meets the eye. They're at a funeral. The funeral, there's a dispute. For some reason, the people at the funeral bought guns. The only reason why you bring guns is when you feel threatened.
Some people carry them everywhere they go, though. So it's just
but bro,
it's not ordinary.
It's deeper than that, bro. Who funeral was this? Who funeral?
We're gonna get into it as more comes out. Again, it's just happened a few hours ago.
It's something deeper than who funeral was that?
I only know what's in the news reports. We just,
let's get it in, God. Let's get it in, man. We gonna uncover some shit.
I'm about to play this. Ibrahim Traore coup attempt fails.
Oh man! Oh my God, Broham Traore, bro. Yeah, this is my guy for the most part, brother Broham. I call him brother Broham because I don't like to acknowledge that Abrahamic bullshit. But Broham Traore, for the most part, he's doing great things for Pan-Africanism. I love what he's doing, protecting Africa, protecting his national assets and things of that nature. They trying to take this guy out for all intents and purposes. This is a person that the CIA would probably deem as a black messiah. Y'all got to understand, he's a black militant and he's political. So he is deemed already as a black messiah. So the CIA has every intent to bring this motherfucker down. My bad for the cursing, but to bring him down, right? Because don't nobody want to spark the ideology of revolution and resistance. So let's get in this video, man.
It appears that there was a coup attempt, another coup attempt in Burkina Faso. That's right. People have been coming for Ibrahim Traore for quite some time. This guy has survived multiple assassination attempts, and we'll get into why they're coming after him. But this story, I think, needs more attention. Burkina Faso reports foiled coup attempt linked to a former leader. Yeah, it's a big one. So this is Ibrahim Traore. And he basically, had this mindset that I don't want the West in Burkina Faso anymore. Basically told France, told Macron, get out of here. You're not going to take our resources anymore. and we're going to build on our own. And he's been able to do quite a bit since then, which I'll get into as well.
They've been at his neck ever since.
And the West doesn't like that so much. They also don't like this.
They've been at his neck ever since. He kicked France out of there. Yeah, all that. They've been at his neck ever since. He kicked France up out of there, though.
Yeah, man. And Macron is a nasty ass, dirty ass, trainee fucking scumbag. And Candace Owens has already ousted this guy. Y'all need to go. If y'all ain't shout out to Candace Owens. If y'all ain't looked into her podcast, she's not a lot of times she's not even monetized because of the shit she's saying. So y'all go check into her series about the French president, his little scumbag cosplaying. This is a sleazy guy. This is a sleazy guy, and he got his nasty, filthy tentacles all over Burkina Faso. And we need to keep our eyeballs on this right here because they tried to get rid of this guy. So keep it rolling, brother.
This alliance that he has with Mali, and what's the other one we have here? The AES alliance. They also don't like that. They don't like the fact that he has been shaking hands with Vladimir Putin, that he's willing to work with Russia. You guys know how this goes. But there was another attempt against him. Burkina Faso's defense and security forces reportedly thwarted a coup attempt on the night of January 3rd, with authorities arresting several suspects allegedly linked to a former interim president, Paul-Henri Damiba, according to local media reports and regional news outlets. The plot, uncovered on January 3rd, led to the arrest of several suspects, including an alleged mastermind described as a known associate of Damiba. 1 second, excuse me, I have to clear my... who briefly ruled Burkina Faso in 2022 before being ousted by the current leader, Captain Ibrahim Traoré. The operation was foiled thanks to timely intelligence that allowed authorities to act swiftly, according to Central News in South Africa. So let's chime in here for just a second. January 3rd. Wasn't January 3rd the same night they went and kidnapped Nicolas Maduro?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the same? So we're looking at multiple overthrow events here, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, they have been after Ibrahim for quite some time. They want him out of there. The moment that he said that the West has to get out, that France, you cannot stay here any longer and steal our resources. Your soldiers have to go. The moment that took place, the West said, oh no, we got to come after this guy. And guys, pay close attention to what's happening in Somaliland as well, which isn't far from Burkina Faso and Mali as well. The West really does not like this alliance that these countries have, that AES alliance, where they have decided no Western intervention. We are going to run our countries ourselves, and we'll do better without you here. And that also leads to Israel as well, not just the United States, not just Europe, but also Israel, which now has made it very clear that they recognize Somaliland as an independent country. The only first one to do that. So they're going to go and build a base in Somaliland, and they're going to try to make their way closer and closer to Burkina Faso because they want to shut down that type of resistance. They want people who are going to bend the knee to the West and, of course, to the Zionist entity. Goes on to say here, following reports of the foiled attempt, hundreds of Traoré supporters, often called the Wayigians, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, mobilized. During the night of January 3rd and into January 4th, demonstrators occupied roundabouts and public squares, affirming their intention to form a popular barrier against any attempt to overthrow the government, put it here. And that is essentially what these coup attempts are. That is essentially what these coup attempts are, to overthrow that government. They want them out. They want a Western puppet in there that is going to do their bidding. And Ibrahim Traoré is not that person. And they know it. The Sahel Solidarity Campaign Network, SASCAN, a Pan-African advocacy group, issued a statement on January 4th condemning what it described as the latest attempt to overthrow Burkina Faso's government. The organization characterized the incident as involving foreign mercenaries and led by Dememba, though these claims have not been independently verified. So this attempt failed. Ibrahim Traore is still alive. And what I've noticed about him as well, his people really stand up for him. They really fight for him. They're there to protect him because they said, listen, he's building for us. He's doing things for us. And I want to get into that to show you all the things that they've been able to do now that they got the West out. The reality is the West doesn't want a country to be sufficient and to sustain on its own. The West really wants a country that is going to go along with Western agenda.
Dependent.
And any other country that's not willing to do that is seen as an enemy. Facts. So they'll come up with a reason, give it a couple years from now, they'll come up with a reason to go in and try to overthrow Ibrahim Traore as well. They'll probably tell you he's a dictator. They'll probably tell you that he's a terrorist. We've seen this playbook multiple times before. But what these countries want is to be independent from the West. Sounds similar to Libya and Gaddafi. He wanted to be independent, and they don't really like that. Now, this guy, I want you to show you what this guy.
Now, I want y'all to understand this, right? What they're talking about is the same fucking playbook that they've been running with, on African Americans for the past 500 years. It's the same playbook. Y'all have to learn patterns. Like people be telling me I'm autistic and shit because I be pattern recognition and shit, bro. Listen, you have to learn patterns, bro. What they're talking about with Abraham Traore, okay, he's a militant black man. The AES is a Pan-African militant coalition. The CIA's whole thing is to disrupt any type of black nationalistic militant coalitions. So they're right on point when she's talking about the disruption. They want to get closer and closer to Burkina Faso. That's why. It's because they do not want a black messiah. Ibrahim Traore is that fucking he's that caste type. He's a black Pan-African who's militant, and he's creating coalitions everywhere he goes. He's a messiah type. You see what I'm saying? So their whole demo is to demonize. They're going to demonize this man, paint him as a terrorist, even though he don't have no international afflictions or combative situations with anybody outside of his own country. They're going to paint him as a terrorist. They're going to try to what we call it earlier. What was the term that they used? Manufactured. What was the term they used earlier? Manufactured.
Manufactured consent.
Manufactured consent. They're going to demonize dude until they get manufactured consent from you to go into his country and overthrow what he's doing and call him a terrorist. That's what they're going to do. It's the same thing they did to the Black Panthers. It's the same thing they did to every black organization, every black nationalist organization that had a militant aspect about them. They did the same exact thing. This is not new, yo. These are the same plays getting played over and over and over again, right? Imagine playing Madden. Imagine playing Madden and you're getting beat by the same 3 plays over and over and over and over again. At what point are you going to look and say, hey, these are the same exact plays? And when you look at your predecessors, people who have failed to the same tactics, what point do you say, okay, we need to manufacture a tactic around this? Because this is classic. This is classic. Them trying to move into on the eastern shore of Burkina Faso, that ain't no different than gentrification. They're gonna gentrify that side, and then they're gonna paint dude as being a terrorist, bruh. This is the same game. We gotta wake up. Go ahead.
About some of the things that Ibrahim has been able to accomplish. Check this out.
After his mobilization of the population, many rebel groups would answer his call, and this increased both his influence and his military strength. Together, these groups would effectively curb most of the terrorist activities and influence in the country. Because of this, over 2 million displaced Burkinabés who were driven out of their homes in previous years were able to return and actually resume normal lives. The new young leader would also spearhead numerous infrastructure projects, building regional roads and cross-country highways for the first time ever.
For the first time ever. So once he was able to get them out, get the West out, he was building regional roads and highways for the first time ever. So this is what I was saying before. Leave these countries alone and they will thrive. They fall apart when the West intervenes. Haiti is a perfect example of that, I think.
Hell yeah.
So he is creating a thriving Burkina Faso. Now, that's not something, of course, that the U.S. wants. If we look at something called the Wolfowitz Doctrine, it says that no other country is allowed to become more powerful than the United States, or even try to get to that point. And that's part of the reason why the U.S. government has such this vitriol towards China and Russia, because they've become powerful and also economically powerful. And according to the Wolfowitz Doctrine, that's not supposed to happen. So any other country, this is why I'm warning everybody about, that tries to do it on their own and does not want to bend the knee to Western agenda is going to be seen as a target. Listen to what else he's been able to do there.
Roads that took people to people, not just gold out of the country. He also built the country's first independent state bank in 2024.
Ding, 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 ding. Let's go back here.
Pause it.
That
Pause
is
it.
the big nugget.
Pause it. There you go. I told y'all earlier, remember in our previous episode, I told you, when you fuck with their money, they coming for you. Leave the money alone. They'll let you build all the way up to the sky. But the minute you start fucking with the dollar, you are breaking the rules. That you are going against the rules. And you have to understand, when you're in a system and you start going against the rules of the system, you become a cancer. And when you become a cancer, the immune system of that system will come to eliminate your ass. So leave the money alone. Leave the money alone. Keep building. Keep building roads. Keep building up your infrastructure. Keep enforcing your culture, your language, and stuff like that. Leave the money alone. If you don't want to be stopped, leave the money alone. They got a monopoly on the money. They're not giving up the money. They're not giving up their economic prowess. Leave it alone. We dominate through culture. That's how the black man has always done it. It's not because of our money and our resources. It's because of our moral influence. It's because we are the face and the body of mercy on the planet. When people see us, they see safety. When they see us, they see love. You understand what I'm saying? You got to understand what the world actually see when they see the black man. Not the image that the America has put on. Because everywhere we go, they embrace us and they love us and they want us, right? So that's not the case. You cannot succumb to this ideology of the black man being in this lower position. We're not. We are the great influence on the planet. Everywhere we go, we influence everybody. And that's the scary part. It's the same thing that happened to our ancestors with the Americans, with the Maroons, with the Native Americans. Our influence over those people was greater than the influence that the white man had. So they had to create divide and tensions between us in order to separate us. It's the same thing. Brother, this man is a Pan-African. We need to support this man in every facet that he does, because what he's doing is paving the road for every other Pan-African. He is showing y'all the blueprint. This is the blueprint. But I'm telling you right now, his main mistake is going against the dollar. Don't go against. If you want your country to succeed, don't go against the dollar. It's gonna get. They gonna sack it. They coming. Leave the dollar alone. But yeah, roll that bean footage. But leave the dollar alone.
That's the big golden nugget. They were able to build the country's first independent bank. And the banks are everything. Imagine that. We have our own bank. We're not relying on these banks from the West. Remember what I told you before about the Rothschilds banks, how Venezuela didn't have a Rothschild bank? Like, this is a big deal. So they're able to control their money, at least for now. But they're still trying to get this guy out.
I mean, you have that.
On these banks from the West. Remember what I told you before about the Rothschilds banks, how Venezuela didn't have a Rothschild bank? Like, this is a big deal. So they're able to control their money, at least for now. But they're still trying to get this guy out. Let's go on here.
Gold out of the country. He also built the country's first independent state bank in 2024. Which the gold is something that I'm going to need to go ahead and mention here right now, because another reason that people love him within the country is how he approached the nation's gold mining industry. Because gold mining accounts for a whopping 12% of the country's entire GDP. And when it comes to the amount of gold mined, the country is in the top 10 in the world. But it hasn't always been the benefit of that kind of status. For the entire history of gold mining industry in the country, they never had a single gold refinery. This is because France wanted to enrich itself and not its colonies. I mean, after all, they're going to want to keep that kind of dependency relationship. So, in November of 2023, Burkina Faso's Council of Ministers would approve the construction of the country's first gold refinery. The country is Africa's fourth largest producer of gold, yet in the past, all the gold mining and exports were managed by colonial rulers. In fact, aside from the roads into and out of Ouagadougou, some of the only roads that the French ever built in the country while they ruled it were roads leading into and away from the gold mines.
So the gold mines were managed by the West. And we've seen this before, right? Where it's your resources, it's your country, but the West has come in and they have decided that they are going to control and manage those resources. I say Haiti again, because I do think Haiti is another good example, and sometimes it's overlooked. If you look back at the history of Haiti, and you'll know that even like Woodrow Wilson went into Haiti like way back in the day, and he brought in the U.S. Marines and they decided to take control in Haiti. Now, when they came there to occupy Haiti at that point in time, they also took control of their banking. So like when people say that Haiti is poor, I'm like, well, Haiti is rich in resources, but you also had U.S. intervention there multiple times, even to the point where they're like, we're going to control your banks. So I ask this question again, how can you grow and thrive when you have constant disruption from the outside? How can you grow and thrive? Let's continue on here.
And the only roads that led to other countries and crossed the border had been constructed solely for the purpose of sending more gold to France. A few months later, Traoré would essentially nationalize the country's entire gold mining industry. This marked a significant development in Burkina Faso's gold sector because previously the gold was mined and the raw ore was trucked out again to be refined by others. Traoré seeks to gain more control over the country's gold resources by refining the gold domestically rather than exporting unrefined materials, boosting jobs within the country as well as reducing outside dependencies. This would increase government revenue and economic benefits from the gold sector. The new refinery Traoré had built created over 100 new jobs and 5,000 new indirect jobs, with the refinery producing around 400 kilograms of gold daily.
Over 100 new jobs. So do you see what happens? Like, no, he doesn't need the West to do that. So when you hear this propaganda where the West says we have to go in and help the people and liberate the people, you see how much better off the people are when you don't have that intervention? Created new jobs and also indirect jobs. So the way I see it, he's winning. The way I see it, Burkina Faso is winning right now. And yeah, the West will look at that as a threat because they don't have control over it. They're totally fine with you doing okay as long as they have control over the resources. They never wanted to get to the point where you can sustain on your own and you don't need them for anything. And I do think Gaddafi is a great example of that. Someone who wanted to move away from the West and said, you know what, I think we kind of want to have our own currency here, kind of do our own thing. Yeah, so then they had to come up with this lie and tell you that Gaddafi was killing his own people. And then they went after him. And we all know that story about how they killed him in front of everybody. They sodomized Gaddafi in front of everyone. And so we all know they'll come up with a reason. And we need to keep talking about Burkina Faso. We need to keep talking about Mali because it will only be a certain time for now. Before you hear.
So in the private chat, I put a couple of links in the back chat. One of those links is Mayor Amschel Rothschild's, right? I want you to click on that link so people can get an idea of what we're dealing with, right? When you click on that link, this is one of his most famous quotes, and I quote, let me issue the control, let me issue and control a nation's money, and I care not who write the laws. Right, this is one of the Rothschilds. This is one of the most famous Rothschilds dealing with banking. Again, I put a link to his wiki page. You can go to his wiki page in the private chat and look him up. But and you can see where our international banking culture comes from, and you will see this is the whole thing. The whole entire banking system is controlled by the Rothschilds. So if you don't understand the whole economy about the Rothschild family, the Red Shields, and their history, then you're not going to understand the politics of the world, or what they call repto-Syrian fascism, dealing with real estate investment and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that economy to understand the politics of Earth. Because the politics of Earth is tied up into repto-Syrian fascism. And when I say repto-Syrian, I literally mean reptilian Syrian fascism. I'm literally talking about alien intervention. And I know it sounds crazy what I'm talking about, but it's only because y'all not in the know. Y'all not in the know. Y'all don't know the true deep state. Y'all don't understand the true shadow hand government that controls the politics on Earth. Y'all don't understand those things. So when y'all look at this shit, all y'all see is oil. All you see is resources. That's all you see, but you don't see the real demon that's real behind this stuff, which is the Rothschilds. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, y'all got to dig deeper off into this information dealing with the banks, the international bankers, the Rothschilds, and what their agenda and their itinerary is. And they're out blatant with it. They don't lie about it because nobody suspects them. So they just tell the truth. They just tell the truth about it. Yeah, they control the world through banking. Go ahead and roll that footage, man.
The U.S. government say we got to go into Burkina Faso because Ibrahim Traore is a dictator. We got to go into Burkina Faso because Ibrahim Traore, he's killing his own people. So prepare yourself, because I feel like it's only a matter of time.
He also required foreign companies to give the Burkinabe government at least a 15% stake in local operations, a number which will likely continue to rise. And if that number surpasses 51%, then he will have actually nationalized the gold industry in his country, which
you hear that?
Is considerably a harder task to accomplish than it seems on paper.
So right now, Ibrahim Traore is on board. He's on the path to nationalize gold in his own country. Now, believe it or not, gold is still worth something. And that is not something that the West wants to hear. France is pissed. Macron is not happy that they don't have access to the resources in Niger anymore either. France was robbing Niger blind because Niger has a lot of uranium. So people ask these questions, how do they have all these resources, but the people there are so poor? You'd be poor too if someone was coming in from the outside and they were taking everything. So you could be sitting on a gold mine, but if you don't have access to it, you're going to be poor too. Right? Now, there's another thing about Ibrahim that I want to bring up as well. Again, the AES, this relationship is incredibly important here. A marriage of three. Will Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso bloc reshape the Sahel? Let's go ahead and get into this here. So here they are. These are the lead. They're, again, trying to lead their countries, trying to do their own thing. They're not asking the West to come in and help them with anything. They're like, we got this. We got it. Right? So if we go on here, late December, and we had just taken an Air Burkina flight to Dakar, Senegal, across the Sahel, where a storm of political upheaval and armed violence has unsettled the region in recent years. Mali sits at the center of a reckoning. After two military coups in 2020 and 2021, the country severed ties with its former colonial ruler, France, expelled French forces, pushed out the UN peacekeeping mission, and withdrew its alliances. Alongside Burkina Faso and Niger, now also ruled by military governments backed by Russian mercenaries, it formed the AES in September 2023. Together, the regional grouping withdrew from the wider economic community of West African states bloc, accusing it of serving foreign interests rather than African ones. This month, the leaders from those three countries converged in Bamako for the Confederal Summit of Heads of State of the AES, the second such meeting since the alliance was formed. So these guys decided to come together. And this goes back to this idea of a multipolar world, right? Which we talked about before, where you are seeing, and it's not just BRICS, but BRICS is a big part of it, but you're seeing people in other countries form an alliance outside of the West and say, how about all of us work together and let's not bend the knee to what the Western powers want? We're seeing more and more of this. So there's the AES. I mean, they're not a part of BRICS. So there's different types of coalitions that are happening where they're deciding to do what's best, what they feel is best for their people. And speaking of that, this is something else that you need to see. All three of those countries have decided to walk away from the ICC, the International Court. And I want you to hear the reason why they want to walk away from it. Let's go ahead and bring in this video here.
Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger say that they are withdrawing from the International Criminal Court. The three West African countries accuse the ICC of being a, quote, instrument of neo-colonialist repression, saying that it only targets less privileged countries. They said they will no longer recognize its authority. Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are all led by military governments, and those three governments have said that they will set up what they called indigenous mechanisms in its place.
Now, let's just pause here for a second. You know why they want to walk away from the ICC? Because the ICC can't even hold Israel accountable. They make their claims and they say they must do their best that they can to, prevent genocide, but they can't really do anything. They can't make them stop doing what they're doing. And to their point, what they have seen is that the ICC tends to target those that are from countries like theirs. They don't tend to hold the West accountable, is basically what they're saying. So they are seeing the writing on the wall. And they're seeing that the ICC basically just serves the West, the European countries, and America. They basically just serve them and do what's best for them. That includes Israel too, by the way. So they can write a statement. They can make a statement and say they must do everything in their power that they can to prevent a genocide from happening, but they don't really force them to do anything. And then on top of that, I mean, how many times have you heard politicians right here in the United States say, yeah, well, the ICC can't do anything to Israel. It doesn't really matter. So now they're deciding to walk away from that. What do you think about that? Let's go on a little bit more here.
Al Jazeera's Nicholas Hack reports from Dakar in Senegal.
An instrument of neo-colonial repression in the hands of imperialism. Those are the cutting and strong words used in a joint statement from the Sahel countries. They say that the International Criminal Court delivers selective justice, a feeling shared by other countries in Africa where there seems to be a disproportionate amount of Africans being prosecuted at the ICC. There's been former heads of states, politicians that have spent years in detention to be then released without charge. Now, in the statement, they say that the ICC seems incapable of prosecuting obvious crimes, crimes against humanity, war crimes, but also crimes of genocide, clearly pointing the finger to Israel without mentioning them by name.
Everybody hear that? So this is important for everyone to see, and, you know, mark this, save this video for another time, because it will only be a matter of time before Israel is going to target them as well, because they're calling them out and they're saying, like, you have not held them accountable for genocide. So they are not on that side of the aisle. They're on the other side. Pay attention to all the countries that the government tells you that these people have bad leaders or they're dictators or so and so. And even then, like I've said time and time again, it is not our concern. Same thing with the Venezuela situation. What did I say? They were like, well, he didn't actually win the election. I'm like, that's the concern of the people of Venezuela. That's not our concern. We can't even get our own damn election straight. But we all the way over there. So keep an eye on Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, the AES. Keep an eye on them. We will continue to monitor what they're doing. Because right now, it seems like to me, from what I've been reading and seeing, the people in Burkina Faso are happy with what Ibrahim is doing. That's why they're willing to do what they can to protect him. They're happy. They are happy. I say that again, because it's only going to be a matter of time before Benjamin Netanyahu, Donald Trump, or someone else tells you the people are not happy and that the people want him gone. So we have to note these moments now while we still can. So yeah, attempted coup against Ibrahim, same day as the kidnapping of Nicolas Maduro. And I don't think that's a coincidence.
It's not. It's not.
Hey guys, this was a savvy clip. If you like what you saw, hit that like button and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. She holding it down. And that's what I'm saying, man. I put plenty enough links in the back. Okay, so one of the other links I just put in the back was the Forum of Sahel. So I don't know. A lot of y'all don't know nothing about the Green Wall Initiative. So you got to understand one of the main reasons why they are one of the main reasons why they so hard on the Sahel is because they got what they call the Green Wall Initiative that's going on. In fact, I'm going to share my screen real quick so I can pop this up for you, because a lot of people just don't know about this. This is something that we didn't. Naga done talked about several fucking times and trying to bring light to it, because it's such a valiant, honorable stance to take when it comes to terraforming the earth and keeping the earth green. So this right here, you share my screen? Share my screen real quick. Just let y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Titans Debate League, holla at your boy, Naga World Order. You know what I'm saying? Naga Studios, Naga Nexus News. Like, yo, we bring this information directly to y'all. Y'all, some of this stuff y'all probably ain't never heard in y'all life. We bring it directly to your doorstep. We bring the war to your doorstep. We don't keep it in the house. We bring it right to your doorstep. Man. Real quick.
My bad. I had to step away for a second though. You was last talking about the Green Wall Initiative.
Yeah. Share my screen. I'm gonna hip everybody to the Green Wall Initiative and show them why the Sahel is so important in this whole political scheme of things, right? Yeah, so are y'all aware of how big the Sahara is?
No, yeah. I want to say that one for its own episode, though. I'm about to close this one out. Did you want to do closing remarks on Ibrahim Traore?
Man, you know, like I said again, man, Ibrahim Traore is doing the Pan-African Black Power movement's dream. He's doing what we all are striving to do in our own lands all over the world. He is doing a Pan-African reset. That's what he's doing. And we all employed that man. We all applaud him. We all pray for him. May the ancestors protect him, guide him. You know what I'm saying? May the gods, the old and the new, put a hedge of protection around this brother. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of those brothers that comprise of the AES, dealing with the scale. We pray to the ancestors and the gods, the old and the new and the unknown, to please put a hedge of protection around these brothers, because they doing the work of God, bringing unity to Africa, bringing innovation to Africa, bringing economics to Africa, something that the West has been trying to block out for the past 15 years. So these brothers are doing the one thing that we all been wanting and all been waiting for. Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Noble Drew Ali, the list goes on. When you talk about Pan-Africanism and the solidarity of African people and African descendants of people of African descendants, when you talk about the solidarity of that block, that group of people, we have the biggest bloodline empire on the planet. There's no other people on the planet that has a bigger bloodline empire than us. Our blood genetics stretch across the entire planet like tentacles, right? Like a mycelial network, right? That's how our bloodline empire stretches. And all I'm saying is, all we need to do is come together as one body. The African Union already recognizes the diaspora as the sixth region of the African Union. So that means we already have a table. We already have a seat at the table at the African Union as diaspora. But as diaspora, we need to come together as one political body. So when we say yes, that is a collective yes from all of us. When we say no, it's a collective yes, a no from all of us. When we say go, it's a collective go from all of us. And that right there, my friend, is real political power. All government's power come from the people. We are the people. We are not the pig. We are the people. We are not the pig. You understand what I'm saying? So, and just for a little education purposes, because I like that throw out a bunch of useless information that you would never use in your life. The word pig, P-I-G, stands for professionally instructed gunmen. That's what pig stand for. So when you call police officers pig, you are calling him a professionally instructed gunman. And you know who is the exact opposite of those? They're called hogs. Hogs are hunters of gunmen. Hunters of gunmen. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all need to understand the politics, understand the verbiage, understand the language, so y'all can get into these politics and understand what's the world that's actually happening around you in real time as it unfolds, and not as the narrative that they give you. You know what I'm saying? This is POLI-TRICKS, Titans Debate League, Coliseum Arguments. Meet us in the gauntlet. Y'all know how we get down. Naga World Order.
Let's go.
You muted out, bro. I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Oh, I said you heard it here first, folks. It's another episode of POLI-TRICKS. Everybody make sure you go subscribe to Sabby Sab's podcast. Tell her A1 sent you. Show him some Titan love. And with that being said, we'll check you guys out tomorrow with some more current events. We're going to keep this going. This is something I could do every day. You know, I could just watch the news with y'all and get y'all my fresh thoughts and insights. So,
oh, man, you're going to leave us off with some Connie Sun, right?
And we're going to lead y'all out with some Connie Sun. Today, I'm going to end with Connie Sun song, Family. You can go check them out on Spotify. Well, I usually listen to them on Spotify. You can check them out on all platforms. Head over to Facebook. Look them up. Connie's son. Tell them 81 cents. Just show them some sight love as well. And you guys have a blessed rest of the night. Peace.
Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. They talking, you listen, that's family. They don't tell your business, that's family. They calling your phone, coming looking for you. They say that you missing, that's family. They don't need permission, that's family. When you hurt, they can feel it, that's family. Let them come while you're cheering, that's family. Let them come when you living, that's family. Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. Hey, ain't nobody fighting around here. Ain't nobody shooting around here. Everybody that's around here, family. All love, no hate, be clear. No shade, all love, be real. You love me, you should know how it feel. Tired of all these badass kids. Tired of paying all these bills. Family going through the same thing, so they know exactly how you feel. They supply a shoulder I can cry. I provide a place where they can heal. Leave my money out, they don't steal. Let them have it if it's for a bill. Soldier for me when they in the field. Only way I live, family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. Family all around me.
Son, Connie's son, bro. Connie's son. God damn, Connie.
We got a Lindsay J to the stage. How you feeling today?
You on mute.
You on mute. You still muted.
You on mute. Still on mute, sis. She'll pop back up. Man, Connie's son, man. Family all around me, cuz. Hey, man, Connie's son, bro. Family ain't the... I put this out there all the time. Family is the people that you build around you, that is your support system. Y'all have similar cultures and traditions. That's your family. The people that you have common ancestry with them, your relatives. It's a difference. It's a difference. Just because you relative don't mean that you family, and just because you family don't mean that you relate. Keep that shit in your mind, yo. Put that shit in your chamber and smoke it.
Hey, peace. Everybody have a good night.
Peace.